In this video, I'm going to do a quick review of how to solve simple percent problems. The problems you'll solve on the SAT or ACT exam will be probably more complex, although there may be one or two simple problems that they ask you to solve, but they all are solved using these simple foundational principles of percent equations and percent problem solving. So I'm just going to show you like the three different scenarios that can come up, and then you'll have to apply that in real problem solving, in contextual problem solving situations on the actual exam. But if you don't remember how to do this, then that's impossible. So just quickly, what I'm going to use is like what I call an is-of strategies, where the word is means equals, the word of means multiply, and if you can remember that, they're pretty easy to lay out. So you've probably already seen, there are other ways to solve these for sure, but this is probably the quickest and easiest, so I'm going to show you it real quick. So I got three scenarios. We'll do the first one. What is 14% of 24? So that's asking us what, so that's our unknown. We don't know what is, so we can assign it a variable of x. Is translates to equals 14%. It's important to leave this percent mark in there because percent is not an operator. It's a representation of a number. So you don't calculate using percents. You have to change it to a different form. Of 24, so of means multiply, so times 24. So 14% times 24. 14% again is a way to represent a number. It's not an operator. So I have to change this to a decimal, 0.14 times 24. If you multiply 0.14 times 24, you're going to get an answer of 3.36. So the answer to what is 14% of 24? Well, the answer is 3.36. Now let's go through that second one there, using the same strategy, the is-of thing. 16 is translates to equals 125% of, and now this is our unknown, of what? Again, I left the percent in the percent representation to remind myself I have to change it to an operator, something numerical. So 16 equals, changing that to a decimal is 1.25. You can also change it to a fraction, 125 over 100 if you'd rather work in fractions. Most people prefer decimals. And then simple algebra after that, divide by 1.25, divide by 1.25, and you end up with the answer 12.8. So 16 is 125% of 12.8. Makes sense because 16 is bigger than 12.8 and it represents larger than 100%. So you can reason through these too if you take the time to do that. It's pretty easy to make mistakes on these, so it's good to reason through them. Now let's work the last one. What percent, so there's our unknown, we don't know the percent, of 25, I should have translated that, of, we know is multiplication, of 25 is 10. So what percent, that looks like a 16, what percent of 25 is 10? So here's our unknown, let's solve it. Divide both sides by 25, divide both sides by 25, and you'll get x is equal to 0.40. That is a decimal representation. We want to change it to a percent to communicate it because we were asked for a percent. So moving two spaces to the right, the answer to that is 40%.